Yeah, Salakia, man. Fucking co-worker. See, this is the one thing about I hate working with Esau. Esau never wants you out of his sight. Like, these devils are in the office. It's raining outside. Ain't nothing we can do. So I'm sitting in the truck so I can do my shows. But why the fuck you coming over here for? Like, we ain't got nothing to talk about, bro. Go around your people. Don't come around me, man. I don't want to be around you Edomites like that. You know? So it's hard to really do lessons at work because, you know, you got to always be in these people's face. I'm tired of being around these people, man. You know, they just always want to be in Jake's business. Leave me the fuck alone. Straight up. Get the fuck away from me. You know? But anyway, like I was saying, these are all plagues of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai because it says here, and I hate having to cut my shows off and restart it because trying to re-clip them back together, I mean, that can be done, but it messes up the format and it takes a lot longer to upload. So I have to upload it in 2 parts, which I don't like doing, by the way. But anyway, it says photos shared on Twitter show how Storm Celius has been impacting the UK today before the dust moves on towards the Netherlands and Germany. So like I said, it's hitting all. And what are the chances that these things are hitting Esau's kingdom, man? Okay. As a matter of fact, let's go here. All right, so GMS. Let's see something real quick. Give me 1 second right now. There we go. I want to find something real quick. Show you brothers something real quick. Online media. And this right here. This is basically where it's hitting. Okay. You got Greece, Italy, Spain, France, West Germany, United Kingdom, Portugal, Belgium, Netherlands. All right. And the list goes on. Poland, Hungary. All right. West Germany, England and Ireland, Spain and Portugal, which are one nation. Belgium, Denmark. These are the places hitting this man's society, man. Okay. And that's the beautiful thing because through the spirit, how about Shimmy Howard Shot, man, he's going to fuck you devils up. All right. So I got a couple of precepts here because I remember he bought into science. He went into the whole science thing. Oh, well, the science says this. Science so-called. Look this precept up real quick. 1 Timothy 6:19 in the King James Bible. And it reads here, O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust and avoid profane and vain babblings and oppositions of science falsely so-called. Okay, so Esau, which science goes into the meaning of science means to know. Okay, so scientist basically means to know or all-knowing. So they always try to come up with these particular derivatives as to why this is happening. Like I said, in order to take away clout from the Most High, but you ain't gonna take away the plagues of the Most High because check this out. This is the book of Psalms 78, and I'm gonna start at verses. Let's start at verses 39. It says, "For he remembered that they were but flesh, a wind that passed away and coming not again. But how oft did they provoke him in the wilderness and grieved him in the desert? But yea, they turned back and tempted the Most High and limited the Holy One of Israel." Right? Esau is limiting the Holy One of the Most High. Even though this was talking about Jake during the time of Egypt, you devils are still limiting the power of the Most High because you like to think that you're all in power. Okay? And it says here, "And they remember not his hand, nor the day when he delivered them from the enemy, how he had wrought his signs in Egypt and his wonders in the field of Zoan, and had turned their rivers into blood and their floods that they could not drink. And he sent divers sorts of flies among them, which devoured them, and frogs, which he destroyed them. And he also gave their increase unto the caterpillar, and their labor unto the locust. And he destroyed their vines with hail, and their sycamore trees with frost. And he gave up their cattle to the hail, and their flocks to the hot thunderbolts. And he cast upon them fierceness of his anger, wrath, and indignation, and trouble by sending evil angels among them," man. Okay, the left-hand side. And those evil angels goes into those plagues that hit Egypt in Wisdom of Solomon 17 and 18 about how the apparitions were terrifying those Egyptians, man. And that's coming back in this society in a big way. This is why I said, man, brothers, expect a lot of spooky shit to happen. Like right now, it's gloomy as hell. It look like October out here, you know. And like I said, we in the time of the Passover of the death angel, which is Yahushua passing over the hopeful elect. Because the Lord's will, we got that spiritual blood on the doorpost, man, protecting us from these things. Because if we're not protected by the blood of Yahushua, then, hey, we ain't going to be no different than these people that's getting ready to be judged, man. Okay? But it says here, and he made a way for his anger, and he spared not their soul from death, but gave their life over to pestilence, and smote all the firstborn in Egypt, and the chief of their strength in their tabernacles of Ham, but made his own people to go forth like a sheep, and guided them in the wilderness as a flock. Okay, because, hey, man, like I said, the Most High, he's gonna lead us through this thing. But, hey, as far as you Edomites, man, you devils, you Jakes, man, you getting ready to reap all hell, man. Because, like I said, these strange apparitions, man, these storms, hey, through the spirit, these tornadoes are gonna be something sinister come this spring, you know, because, hey, we've been having a lot of natural wildfires. They say when winds are gusty and you have a lot of dry atmospheric activity, you have a lot of wind fires out here, man. That's why when you have those 70-degree days and it's real hot out of season, a lot of times, man, fires start off that. You see, and then you got brush fires, man. You got a toppling of semi trucks. I believe it was a pileup like on I-57 somewhere, man, in the Missouri. I think going like outside of St. Louis, if I'm not mistaken. Because I think I-57 goes, I think you could take that into Chicago, but I think I-55 goes into St. Louis. But you had a video or a picture of all these semi trucks that were piled up on the E-way, the expressway. So our power is getting ready to speak, man. Okay, so this is the book of 2nd Esdras 15, and I'm gonna start at verses 10. It says, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter, but I will not suffer them to dwell in the land of Egypt, because it's gonna get bad out here. You see, but I will bring it with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues as before, and will destroy all the land thereof, with that ultimate plague being those missiles. It says, but Egypt should mourn, and the foundation of it should be smitten with the plague and the punishment that the Most High should bring upon it, man. The foundations, okay, the earth, the heavens, okay, the crops are not going to yield this full increase, and the list goes on. And they that till the ground, which is you farmers, man, okay, and you grave diggers, they that till the ground, for their seed shall fail through the blasting in hell, and with a fearful consolation. Okay, so, hey, this is a fearful consolation right here, going into the whole situation out there in the UK from the Saharan desert. You know, that's a scary thing. A couple more precepts real quick, and then we're gonna end it. This is Exodus 8. This is the book of Exodus 8, and I'm gonna start at Exodus 8. This whole chapter is good, but I want to go into the one where they turned the waters into red. Matter of fact, rivers and blood. I know that's Exodus 8, so bear with me here. Exodus 7 and 9. Salakia. All right, so this is the book of Exodus 7, and I'm gonna start at verses 17. And I'm gonna start at 16. It says, and thou shalt say unto him, Yahweh, the power of the Hebrews, have sent me unto thee, saying, let my people go, that they may serve me in the wilderness. And behold, here too thou wouldst not hear, because Pharaoh hardened his heart, just like Esau. It says, thus says the Lord, in this thou shalt know that I am the Lord. But behold, I will smite with the rod that is in my hand upon the waters which are in the river, and they should be turned into blood. So according to you niggas, man, and nobody in Yahushua, or one body in Satan, okay, because Yahushua is definitely a somebody, but you would call this shit witchcraft, man. Okay, you'll call the miracles that Moses did on the right hand side sorcery. Same thing with those natural plagues that's hitting the UK and Ireland, Spain, etc. Hey, you'll call that witchcraft. Oh, that's witchcraft, brother. You can't be so dismayed by that. Man, look, dog, it's a right hand and a left hand side to things. Okay, and it says here, and upon the waters which are in the river, and they should be turned into blood, and all the fish that is in the river shall die, and the river shall stink, and the Egyptians shall loathe to drink the water of the river. And the Lord spake unto Moses and said unto Aaron, take thy rod and stretch out thy hand upon the waters of Egypt. Now you got to understand, the angel was in the midst of the men of the Lord to do these miracles, which was Yahushua, man. Something that one body in Satan is calling witchcraft. Okay, because how would it be witchcraft when Pharaoh had his witches and sorcerers and his magi's to perform lesser miracles? Now that was sorcery, but this is a right hand side, man. Okay, and it says, waters in Egypt upon the streams of the river, and upon their ponds, and upon all their pools of water, and they became blood, and there may be blood throughout all the land of Egypt, both in vessels of wood, wow, even in their cups, the faucets, everything, and in the vessels of stone. And Moses and Aaron did so as the Lord commanded, and he lifted up the rod and smote the waters that were in the river in the sight of Pharaoh and in the sight of his servants, and all the waters that were in the river turned into blood. So, hey, man, blood waters are coming back. Nothing new. Don't be surprised when you see the Lake Michigan that harbors Chicago, Ohio, Indiana, Detroit. Okay? Don't be amazed or dismayed when you see these rivers turn to blood, man. The Mississippi River, okay? The Atlantic Ocean, you know, that whole ocean turns red due to what they call red algae or tide. Hey, man, that's a frightening sight. You see? And it says, and the fish that was in the river died, and the river stank, and the Egyptians could not drink the water of the river. And there was blood throughout all the land of Egypt, man. Okay? So you got to understand, a lot of them died from starvation too, because, hey, it was a minute before the Lord rescinded those plagues, because the plagues kept intensifying. You see? So, yeah, man. Brothers, we in them times, man. Okay? And Yahweh Shai warned us. When you see these things, it is near, even at the door. So be circumspect. Last precept, Matthew 16:1. It says, and the Pharisees also with the Sadducees came, and tempting desired that he would show them a sign from heaven. And he answered and said it to them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning it will be foul weather. Today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but ye cannot discern the signs of the times. Okay, so that's the thing. You should be able to know the signs of the times. But it says, and a wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, but there should no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas. And he left them and departed. Okay, because, hey, the sign is us. We're the sign, the men of the Lord, out there on the highways and the byways, man. Okay, the Lord ain't going to show the miracles prior to this thing going down. I mean, you have miracles and chariots here and there, but right now we're seeing orbs in the sky. They're coming and they're disappearing. But when this thing really sets off, that's when the Most High is going to really open this thing up. And the fourth dimension is really going to be at work. That's when you're going to see things for what it is. That's when the rivers are going to start really turning to blood. Blood moons pretty much quite often, because we've been having blood moons without them. They just been popping up, man. Men of the Lord getting spiritual power, the gifts of healing, you know, etc. Raising the dead. These things are coming back in a big way. It has to. Because we're in a time now that we are living in the most unbelieving time that's been on earth. So therefore, miracles have to come back in a great way. And the Lord is going to use us. Lord's will, we have that number to do these miracles, man. Brothers are going to get healed by other brothers, and the brothers that got healed going to be healing other brothers, man. And I pray that the Lord put the spirit on us to heal each other, man, because we need it. But anyway, I'm going to end it there. All praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles, elders of Great Millstone. Blessings be to the elect. And with that, Shalom and a Baba Ball.